What's up, guys? Pen lights, who's got the pen lights? That's what today's video is about. Pen lights, pen style flashlights. So I was going through some of my stuff and kind of gathered all these pen lights together, so I have them in one section, and I figured let's make a video on it. I'm curious because a lot of you guys out there are very prepared people, whether you're in the prepping community or you like your EDC stuff or whatever it happens to be, even if you're not really into any of these hobbies specifically, but you do find yourself wanting or needing certain tools and being prepared, so you decide to get a flashlight, right? Tons of people watching this video, you carry a flashlight every day. Even if you don't carry one, maybe you watch these videos and you have a decent flashlight in your bag or your car or at your house. But there's a select amount of people out there that choose a pen style flashlight over the traditional flashlight. Now, I say traditional flashlight, but obviously there's a variety of ones. You can have tiny little lights like this that are super powerful. You have big old flashlights. I mean, flashlights that are all flood, flashlights that are all spill. You know, very, very bright lights that are very expensive, and really dull lights you get at the dollar store that are just going to kind of get you to where you need to be. All right, power goes out. You know, even the cheapest of flashlights can probably help you, right? There's such a variety out there. But today I want to focus specifically on the pen style light. The pen style light obviously being long, slender flashlights. There is a variety of batteries they will use, but generally speaking, you're stuck between either AAAs or AA's. More times than not, AAA batteries are the battery choice for these style lights just because of the size. Now, recently I did a video on my junk drawer stuff, and that's what kind of started me on the search for all of my pen lights, as I found these two pen lights. All right, these were in the junk drawer. So this one is an old Radio Shack branded Stylus by Streamlight. All right, this one takes the 3 4A batteries. All right, and I showed this in the other video. Still decent for today if you just need to look under your desk. All right, and that's the idea. Is that, let's say you're at a work environment or your home in your home office, and you drop something on your desk. It's dark. You know, you could stick this in with all your regular pens, wherever you happen to keep your pens. You grab your light, you turn on real quick. Okay, there it is. There's my paper clip I dropped, or I'm taking a knife apart and a screw fell. That's when you need your flashlight, right? Super simple. You know, you can lock the tail cap down for constant on, or you can just push in, for momentary on. Really, really simple light. The 4A batteries are definitely harder to find, definitely more expensive, and it's not modern, okay? So it's not pumping out crazy amount of light, all right? Just bright enough to find something that happened to fall, under a desk or chair or something. Then I have this Rayovac. Again, this one's completely outdated. This one does not get bright enough to be effective. Even if you drop a little paper clip underneath your desk, it's just not enough light. You're struggling to really see, and that's not the point. If you have a flashlight, you don't want to be struggling. You want to be able to just see what you're looking for real quick, right? So I'm left with these four. And I got these across a span of probably 10 years, okay? I've liked and used pen lights before. I have traded probably 5 or 6 of them off over the years. So I don't know exactly which models I've had. I've used them for a couple weeks at a time. I generally go back to like a traditional style flashlight, a pocket flashlight or something very similar. But these are very handy, all right? This is a very, very cheap one. Don't even remember where I got this. Probably one of those, overseas websites. But I want to say this is probably like $5 or less. And this looks very bright on camera, but it's not. It's not that bright. It has a very concentrated beam. All right, if you look into the tip here, we have a like magnified lens. Okay, so you're getting a perfect circle with your beam. Okay, so I call this the jail effect or prison effect. Those old prison movies where someone's like trying to escape, and you have the spotlight and they're looking for the person, and oh, there they are. And they try to climb the wall. So yeah, I mean, it works, but it's not super bright. It definitely is better than these two, even though these were more expensive back in the day when it was, new technology. Even though this is super cheap, and you could probably find these for like $3, $4, $5, somewhere in and around there. If you just want to try it out, that's a good place to start. You don't have to invest any decent money into it at all. And just do a search. Just do a search online for pen flashlight. There's a million of them out there. But the cheap ones work, they're fine. Again, if you're gonna keep this in a desk at work or something, and you just wanna look underneath some shelves, something fell under your desk, under your chair, whatever, it's perfect for that. It's totally fine. And because this disperses the light evenly, it actually is a little bit more beneficial than the more brighter flashlights that are gonna refract light back to you. Okay, so like you can, I've talked about this before with flashlights across the board, you can use a flashlight that's too bright for your own good, just like you can sharpen a knife so sharp it doesn't cut as well. And no, I know that sounds crazy, but if you get a knife edge so polished and so hair-splitting sharp, and you go to cut something fibrous like denim or a rope or something, it'll struggle a little bit more because you don't have that toothy edge that you need, okay? Just like a flashlight, if I have, you know, 10,000 lumens and I'm 4 inches from the table, it's gonna blind me. All that light's gonna go back into your face and it's gonna be less effective than no flashlight, right? So the idea of having just the right amount of power is good. This is actually a very effective flashlight for just, you know, very small search areas and stuff. Totally fine, super, super cheap. I would recommend cheap ones to start. Just kind of like neck knives. People who have never carried a neck knife, they're like, oh, I kind of want to carry a neck knife. What's a good one? And I always suggest the same thing. I'm like, get a minimalist or something cheap. Just get something cheap. Because guess what? You might not like it. You might find that, you know what, I invested $200 in this neck knife and I don't like carrying neck knives. Just like pen flashlights, you may not like it. So just start cheap. If you really fall in love with it, then you can invest in something that has more options or more power or better quality. So next we have and I have to look it up because I don't even remember. This is the Streamlight Stylus Pro. All right, so going back to the Streamlight Stylus, but a much newer, upgraded version of it. All right, the Streamlight Stylus Pro. I want to say that I got this flashlight way back when I first started watching like Nut and Fancy on YouTube, and he always talked about his pen flashlights. He liked them. I thought I'd have to try one out. Seriously try one out because I've had them before, older ones. Not this one. I think I got this way after this one. But I've had these two for many, many years. And I thought, yeah, all right, let's just do something good, right? Get something a little bit more powerful. So this one has a momentary on. Okay, you can click it on for constant. Really simple, very tactile, very clicky. You know, it's a good, I mean, you gotta run your batteries out, but it's a good little fidget pen light. Of course, if you wanna like sit and twirl pens, which I can't do, some people can do it really cool. But anyway, you know, you can sit there and twirl your pens around and click it on and click it off. I'm sure you'll annoy everyone at the office if you happen to be at work, but so be it. But yeah, very good, modern, I would say, pen flashlight. A lot more light coming out of there. Obviously, you can see there's a hot spot. This will reach like, you know, across the room right now. I'm lighting up half my kitchen. So, you know, it's a more effective pen light. So if you really want an EDC one, and the idea again behind EDC like a pen light or something is you could put it where you normally would have a pen. It's a very slim profile. Most of you out there carry your main like folding knife in your pocket. I've done this many times on and off over the years. Generally speaking, I like having one tool clipped to my front right pocket. That's like the go-to. I'm righty, it's right there. I like having a main folder there. But I have carried like a pen style light inside the seam and then my knife next to it, you know, to the left. It's not like a huge deal or anything. It becomes a little bulkier. Sometimes you start getting some wear, some scratches from both of them rubbing, you know, each other. I still like keeping everything off to the right because I obviously want to be able to dip in my hand in my pocket and get whatever's inside the pocket. You know, so if you find that you carry your knife like in your back pocket, some people do that. You carry it like where you'd have your wallet, or if you have cargo pants in a leg pocket or something like that, you might want to consider carrying, you know, the pen light in that spot. Or vice versa. You still want to keep your knife there, carry it in your leg pocket, carry it in your back pocket, whatever it may be. But again, it's just a totally different form factor that will give you different options. Next we have the Nitecore MT06. This one has pretty cool because it has a couple different modes. So once you click it on, there's no momentary on, but once you click it on, you can do a light tap to change from high to low. Okay, so now you have some options, which is good. And this one worked out very well for a couple months. So I remember carrying it. And then of course we have the old 4.7s. This one is the Preon P2. This one specifically, I think Nut and Fancy had talked about carrying as well. And this one, I want to say, yeah, this has a couple modes. Same thing. There's no momentary on. You just click it on. But a half press will give you 3 different light outputs: low, medium, and high. All right, very, very effective if you do need that super light or super low mode, like let's say inside of a car or something, not to distract the driver, or who knows, maybe going to the junction box because your power went out. That's metal. It's always metal. If you've ever actually used a flashlight to go turn the power back on, you'll notice that when you have a bright flashlight, it shines back in your face because it's smooth metal. So, you know, sometimes the low light modes do have a purpose. But anyway, just wanted to go over a couple of my, well, this is currently my entire pen flashlight collection. Like I said, I used to have more, but these are the ones I'll still revisit every now and again. Just kind of for kicks. I do much prefer the other flashlights just because there's, you know, more battery power. Generally speaking, they're going to be a lot brighter because they're using lithium batteries and so forth. But yeah, I mean, these are options, and options are good. So I want to make this video to kind of talk about it a little bit. Maybe someone never considered, you know, having a pen style flashlight. Maybe you will now. But I'd love to hear your feedback. Any of the people out there who have been EDCing pen style flashlights, let everyone know down in the comment section your experience with it, you know, pros and cons and stuff. There's pros and cons to everything. But I think this is something that it fits some people's needs better than others. Specifically if you're a suit and tie, you know, you're in a business environment, you're wearing a suit every single day, having a short little fat flashlight, maybe not necessary. Maybe just inside your jacket pocket, you know, you have a pen style flashlight and a little gentleman's knife and you're good to go, you know, at work. So anyway, different strokes for different folks. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.